Hey guys, well, definitely a nice day today. It's about 46 degrees out, which is really nice. Except it was really cold this morning. I think it was around 18 or 20 degrees, so it feels really good now, not too bad compared to on how cold it actually has been. And even further from like central Texas and then South Texas, all them areas like in the Austin area and Houston, it's been so cold they've had some ice and a little bit of snow, and not any over here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So as y'all can see, I'm at my grandparents' house because I got my grandfather's old Edger running. Yep, that's right, it now runs. So I just got it running earlier today. You can tell it does look a lot cleaner now than it has been. Yeah, I cleaned it all off as best as I could just for now. I cleaned off the cooling fins because they were all packed up with grass and debris. Still a little bit just from right there though, but I could just blast it all off with the air compressor. I decided to put the air cleaner cover back on, and I know y'all can't really see it, but there's no air filter on it right now because I did order a new air filter, so I decided to just go ahead and just put the cover back on without a filter for temporarily until I get the new filter for it. I've also ordered a new gas cap because this one here, this little seal, it shouldn't be all separated like that with the gas cap. And I also flushed out the gas tank. You can tell it looks a whole lot cleaner in there now. And I put in some non-ethanol fuel in it. So yeah, and a brand new spark plug. It's an E3 spark plug, and it's a E3 12. I know y'all can't really see that, but it is a E3 12 spark plug. It's a pretty small plug though for a 4-stroke engine, because usually you'd see little spark plugs like that on 2-stroke engines, but this is a 2 horsepower engine. And so, without further ado, let's see if we can start this thing up. I'm sure y'all are dying to hear this thing run. So, give y'all somewhat of a cold start. It was last running just over an hour. Let me just move the tripod back a little bit. There we go. Alright, so usually to make it easier for starting, I usually give it about this much throttle, have the throttle right here lined up with this bolt right here. Actually, I was actually wrong on with the throttle. This right here is actually idle. That's actually full throttle. So yeah, so I didn't know that, so I had it all wrong. So we'll give it about that much throttle, and we'll put it on choke. Let's see how it starts. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn it on. Cool. That thing just runs excellent. Being that it's 43 years old, that thing just runs excellent. Cool. Well, that thing just runs excellent. I didn't really have to do any work on the carburetor though, which was actually nice. This carburetor doesn't have no diaphragm. All there is just a gasket between the carburetor and the gas tank. And that gasket, it still looked really good, which was actually nice. I did take off this this needle screw off, but I left the mixture screw how it was. And there is a little jet in there. I checked all of that, and it was really clean. And usually, just to be on the safe side, I did spray carb cleaner right through it to make sure that if it was clean, and it was all clean. Didn't have to do very much work on the carburetor, which was actually nice. Well, just for giggles here, let's see if it restarts. Cool. Well, I'll definitely will feature this in some future lawn cutting videos. Seeing this thing in use now. And so again, this is my grandfather's old walk behind edger, and it's a Trimall. That's the brand of it. K&S Manufacturing Company, Fort Worth, Texas, with a 2 horsepower Briggs & Stratton engine, and the year of this machine is a 1971 according to the engine code. So cool. So this has been by far the oldest lawn equipment that I have worked on. The only one that's actually older than me. So cool. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and probably, depending on the weather, sometime either next week or in 2 weeks, whenever it starts to warm up, I will do a video on getting all of my lawn equipments out and running. And plus I'll also do a startup on my grandparents' lawnmower as well too. So cool. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and so thanks for watching.